How are you from the Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, as we get set for non-conference basketball between the Dordt Defenders and Dakota State Trojans. The Dordt Defenders come into today's contest 3-0, rated number 1 in the NAIA preseason poll. We haven't had a new in-season poll released yet, while the Dakota State Lady Tees come into the contest also 3-0, and they are number 4 in the nation. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mike Biker. I'll be describing the action to you as it unfolds in front of us. Down on the playing surface here at the Pentagon, we are high atop the court here at the Heritage Court Pentagon. As we get set, Dakota State still on the floor warming up. The Dordt Defenders have retreated to their locker room. We'll have a look at the matchup between these two teams on the Wireless World pregame show. We'll also have a look at the standings so far in the Great Plains Athletic Conference, how the teams have started the year in non-conference play. We get into conference play 1 week from this. We get into conference play actually this Saturday when the Defenders travel to Mount Marty to take on the Lancers. So we've got a lot happening, and we will get to all of that in just a little bit. You're listening to Dordt Basketball on KIHK and watching the Dordt Media Network. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back to set the table on the Wireless World pregame show right after this 2-minute timeout.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa, life in the center of everything, where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors, knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
Hey Defender Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning into the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dordt Media Network. Go Defenders!
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Welcome back to the Pentagon, where the Dordt Defenders taking on the Dakota State Lady Tees in non-conference women's basketball play. The Dordt Defenders come into today's contest 3-0, and the Defenders have wins over Viterbo, Grandview, and John Brown. Viterbo, a 93-49 win, Grandview a 65-53 win, and John Brown a 92-65 win as well for the Defenders. The Defenders average 83 points per game, allow 56. They convert 46% of their field goals and allow 32% success by opponents. They out-rebound teams on average 46-36 and force 22 turnovers per game while committing 15 turnovers themselves. Gracie Schoenhoven leads the Defenders with a 19.7 points per game average with 4.3 rebounds and 2.7 steals. Macy Sievers is averaging 16.3 points per game with 8.3 rebounds and 9.7 assists per contest. She is almost averaging a triple-double. She was named the Great Plains Athletic Conference Player of the Week for her role in 2 wins last weekend for the Defenders. Willow Bleeker's averaging 9.3 points per game. Desta Hogendorn is at 8.3 points per outing for Coach Bill Harmson and the Dordt Defenders. For Dakota State, under Coach David Moe, they're averaging 86 points per game. They give up 59 points per outing. They have wins over Minnesota Morris 76-40, Kansas Wesleyan 81-61, and Bethel 100-75. Tabor Teal leads the way with 21 points and 11 rebounds per game. Caitlin Dyer had 16.3 points per game. Sierra Watkins is at 14.7 points per contest, and Bria Wassman is averaging 8 points per game for the Dakota State Lady Tees. Dakota State was a 175 winner over Bethel on November 1 after leading 49-40 at halftime. Dyer had 24 points and 5 rebounds. Tabor Teal had 20 points and 14 rebounds, and Sierra Watkins 19 points and 4 rebounds. Dordt was led by Gracie Schoenhoven in a win for the Defenders over John Brown. Dordt leads the series with Dakota State 29-21. Dordt has won 4 in a row. The Defenders have won 9 of the last 10 with a setback for Dordt. Their last setback coming back in November 2020 in this matchup, 79-60 in Madison. Last 3 games have been played here at the Pentagon, with Dordt prevailing 79-76, 60-55. And Dordt was down 60-55 at the end of the third quarter last year, and outscored the Lady Tees 24-16 in the fourth quarter. Janie Vendong, 27 points and 10 rebounds. Macy Sievers at 18 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists. Desta Hogendorn added 13 points and 5 rebounds. We've gotten off to a start in the GPAC. Briar Cliff is 5-0 overall. Mount Marty and Concordia are both 4-0. Dordt, Morningside, and Northwestern are all 3-0. Doane and Dakota Wesleyan 2-1. Hastings 2-2. College of St. Mary 1-4. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with the opening tip right after this.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
How can I join Defender Forever? It's easy. Go to dordt.edu/forever and sign up. You'll not only stay connected with the Dordt community, but also support the future of Defender Nation. Start Forever now. Once you sign up, you will receive exclusive perks, brand new gear, event access, and the latest Dordt news. Be part of something special. Be part of Defender Forever.
Find a project that applies to your local context, that helps you as a teacher in your classroom, and do a deep dive on it. Like, we're always trying to be like, what does this have to do with the place in which you serve?
Welcome back to the Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, as we get set for non-conference women's basketball play. Here are your starting lineups. First of all, for Dakota State and David Moe, hailing out of the Frontier Conference this year. They were members of the SDIC and the old conference that spanned from, that was when they were part of the SDIC with the Dordt Defenders, and then things fell apart in recent years with the conference that became, and in the process they have joined the Frontier Conference, and they're playing schools out of Montana quite regularly. They will be traveling significantly as the Dakota State makes that transition and a new home in the Frontier Conference. Bria Wasman will start for them. She's a 5'5 junior from Sibley, averaging 8 points per game. Kenzie Simmons is a 6-foot sophomore from Winona, Minnesota, averaging 5 points per contest. Caitlin Dyer is a 5'4 junior from Australia, averaging 16.3 points per game. Tabor Teal is number 11. She's a 5'11 senior from Colton, South Dakota, averaging 21.3 points per outing. And Sierra Watkins wears number 30. She's a 5'7 junior from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, averaging 14.7 points per game. For the defenders, the home team, they'll start with number 2, Willow Bleeker, a 5'9 junior from Sioux Center, averaging 9.3 points per contest. Macy Sievers is a 5'8 senior from Storm Lake, Iowa, averaging 16.3 points per contest. Number 15 is Liv Harrison, a 5'7 junior from Lake Crystal, Minnesota, averaging 8 points per game. Gracie Schoenhoven is a 5'11 junior from Hospers, averaging 19.7 points per contest. And Desta Hogendorn is a 6-foot sophomore from Rock Rapids, averaging 8.3 points per game. Off the bench for Dordt, we've been seeing Aubrey Burkhart, 5'5 freshman from Shorewood, Minnesota. Taylor Drent, 6-foot senior from Sioux City. And Mackenzie Goodwin, a 5'10 senior from Kingsley. We are set for basketball. Dordt in their white jerseys, Dakota State in their black jerseys with blue numbers and trim. The defenders with black numbers and striping. Pass comes right side with the basketball is Harrison. Harrison has it on the wing, looking for the post entry pass. Gets it to Hogendorn. Back out front, Schoenhoven trying to drive. Nothing there, cut off. Schoenhoven releases over to Bleeker. 12 to shoot for the defenders. Seaver straight on, drives in, dumps it off Hogendorn. Hogendorn blocked on the play. And the rebound is cleared by Dakota State. Dakota State with the basketball. Wasman has it on the left wing. Wasman gives it up left side. Dordt in man-for-man defense. This is Simmons. Simmons into the paint. Simmons gives it up Watkins. Watkins trying to work her way in. Cut off there by Hogendorn. Kick out pass. 3 on the way. Missed. No good. And the rebound is tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Dakota State. It will be Dordt basketball. So both teams with a possession. Dakota State showing pressure defense. With the basketball in the backcourt will be Macy Sievers. We'll see if they force a double team to get the ball out of her hands. They do. Bleeker reversal over to Harrison. Harrison goes high post to Schoenhoven. Puts the ball on the deck. Passes it off to Hogendorn. Hogendorn blocked on the play. Schoenhoven lost the handle on it. Picks it back up. Muscles it up in traffic. Off of the glass. Good. Gracie Schoenhoven with a 2-point bucket. And the Dordt defenders lead 2-0. Back the other way. Shot no good by Watkins. Here come the defenders. Sievers with it across half court. Throws it into the corner. Harrison. Floater from 10. Baseline missed it. No good. And the rebound cleared by Watkins. Watkins with a head full of steam. Heading back the other way. Lays it up with the right hand. Good. Sierra Watkins with the 2-point bucket. Wears number 30. Pass in the front court. Give it off to Schoenhoven and Racehorse basketball. The defenders with a layup on the other end. And Gracie Schoenhoven makes it Dordt 4-2. 4-2 our score. Right side pass to Simmons. Simmons slices in, cut off. Kick out pass, comes back outside, stolen away by Sievers. Here's Dordt on the run. Bleeker filling the left lane. They get it back over to Bleeker. Bleeker ducks underneath her, layup good. Willow Bleeker with a 2-point bucket. Dordt leads 6-2. Dakota State basketball looks like they want to play up tempo. They pass it off right side. This is a team that's averaging 86 points per game. With it out front, Wasman. Wasman into the paint. Kick out pass. 3 on the way. Misses badly. No good. Here comes Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven with the basketball. Bringing it up. Works her way around Hogendorn. Gives it back over to Schoenhoven. At the 3-point line is Sievers. Dribbling. Left elbow. Picks it up. Kick out pass back over to Bleeker. Dump it down low. Hogendorn faces up. Right baseline. Back over to Sievers. Into the corner. 3-pointer on the way. Harrison. Good. Liv Harrison with the 3-point bucket. Dordt leads 9-2. 9-2 our score, 7:21 left to play. Shot blocked by Hogendorn. Rebound, kick out pass. Simmons. Simmons back over to Wasman. Wasman against Bleeker. Driving in. Shot is blocked away by the defenders in Hogendorn. And Hogendorn gets a high five from Macy Sievers on that. Desta Hogendorn, when she plays aggressively, she is a dangerous, dangerous weapon and someone who continues to figure it out. Just a sophomore, early in her sophomore year, really started playing well at the end of the year last year after seeing flashes of it. Kick out pass, 3, missed, no good. Rebound taken away by Sievers. Sievers looking up the floor. Sievers up the floor, goes Bleeker. Bleeker stops on the left wing. Bleeker has the basketball, gives it off Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven gives it up, shot in the lane, no good by Drent. Rebound taken away by Dakota State. Dakota State into the front court, shot with the right hand, missed, no good. Might have been a travel, and we're going to have a travel violation called against Ella Karstensen. And it will be Dordt basketball. Dordt basketball, throwing it in will be Schoenhoven. So the defenders with 2 new players on the floor. They are Taylor Drent and Aubrey Burkhardt. With the basketball, left-hand side, Sievers, cross-court pass, controlled by Schoenhoven, right at the half-court stripe. Picks up the dribble, comes back over to Sievers. 6:35 left to play in the first quarter. Pass goes to Drent. Drent with it on the wing, gives it off to Bleeker. Willow with the basketball in the corner. Comes back out front, Burkhardt. Right side, Sievers. Sievers shakes right, drives left, floats it up with the right hand, missed it, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Dordt. It will be Dakota State basketball. So Dakota State with the basketball, 6:22 left to play in the first quarter. Dordt leading by 7. Dakota State basketball, Dyer. Dyer with it on the right wing. Dyer, pass out front. This is Teal. Teal into the paint. Dordt brings the double team. Teal comes back outside to Simmons. Simmons, kick out pass. 3 on the way. Missed, no good. Rebound controlled by Drent. Pass, though, taken away by Dakota State. Dakota State with the basketball back after the turnover. Drent on the outlet pass, had it picked off. Driving in now. Right-handed layup is good for Dakota State. And Ella Karstensen. Karstensen makes it 9-4. So the defenders gave up a turnover, and that allowed Dakota State another crack at it, and they got a bucket out of the deal. Sievers, jump stop, nothing there. Cross-court pass is taken away, now taken back by Burkhardt. No, Dakota State comes up with it. Dakota State in the backcourt, Teal. Teal up the floor. Teal, that is, driving in. Dordt brings the double team, and it is tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Dakota State. It'll be Dordt basketball. So Dordt gets the ball back. So the defenders have the basketball, leading 9-4. 5:21 left to play in the first quarter. Nice sized crowd on hand for the Dordt defenders, the home team for today's contest. These two teams have played now 4 years in a row, swapping home hosting responsibilities here at the arena, at the Pentagon. Drop it off inside. That was Hogendorn back to Schoenhoven. Dordt leading 11-4. With the basketball is Chappell. Chappell kicks it down to the baseline. Dordt cuts her off on the defense. Now reach-in foul called on the defenders. That's going to go on Harrison. That's number 1 on her. 4:55 left to go in the first quarter. Dordt leads 11-4. We have a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Dordt leads 11-4. Back with more in a minute.
Broadcast brought to you by 712 Nutrition. Transform your health and wellness with 712 Nutrition. Stop in today for healthy, delicious protein shakes bundled with a supportive community. Start feeling your best today.
Find furniture, mattresses, flooring, paint, and window treatments at your local Furniture Mart. They are family-owned and located in downtown Sioux Center. German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1891. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner. Online at germanfarmers.com.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery.
The Greenhouse, located in Hall, Iowa, bringing you amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and so much more. A big city feel, only 10 minutes away from Sioux Center, with a second location opening soon in Sanborn.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City will exceed your expectation.
Media timeout, that's the new thing this year that you have to be aware of, as they've reduced the number of timeouts teams may call. But they have awarded, there's a media timeout each quarter. First dead ball after 5 minutes. Sierra Watkins with the basketball, drives in, puts it up, floater from straight on, 8 feet out, good. Watkins brings it back to 11-6 after the timeout. Here comes Schoenhoven over to Burkhardt. Burkhardt catches the back half of that ball, latches onto it. Gives it back right side over to Sievers. Sievers to Harrison. Harrison post-entry pass to Schoenhoven. Gracie underneath, and Gracie is fouled on the play by Watkins. Watkins whistled for the personal foul, and free throws on the way for Gracie Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven with 6 points thus far, all from close range. And she'll go to the free throw line here, where she is currently this season 13 of 14, now 14 of 15. Type of player that will draw a lot of fouls, so you want her to be a good free throw shooter, and she has turned into a very good free throw shooter. Second free throw is up and good as well. So she makes both, and the Dordt defenders lead 13-6. 13-6 our score with the right-hand side. Watkins trying to work her way in against Burkhart. Kick out pass on the way. 3, missed, no good. And the rebound cleared by Sievers. Sievers with the basketball. Sievers up the floor. Sievers on the left elbow. Picks up the dribble. Comes back over to Gracie. Gracie back to Macy. Macy with the basketball. Macy gives to Gracie. Gracie right-handed layup good. Gracie Schoenhoven with 10 first quarter points, and the defenders lead 15-6. 15-6 our score. Watkins out front. Chappell gives it off to Wasman. Kick out pass. Back over to Hines. Hines on the right wing with the basketball. This is Simmons. Simmons drops it off inside, and it's taken away by the defenders. Comes back over to Sievers. Sievers into the lane after the steal by Harrison. Now a steal back by Dakota State. Dakota State coming back the other way. Shot blocked by Hogendorn. Hogendorn with a shot block and the rebound. Here comes Sievers back the other way. Dordt by 9. Floater by Sievers. Good. Macy with a 2-point bucket. Dordt leads 17-6. 17-6. Driving in. Watkins knocked offline. No call made. Back the other way. Dordt coming. Schoenhoven layup left hand good, and she is fouled. And Gracie will go to the free throw line for a 3-point play opportunity. The defenders with a 12-point lead, a 13-point lead pending the free throw with 2:59 left to play. So since the timeout, the immediate timeout, with 4:55 remaining in the period, the defenders have gone on what could be a 9-2 run, depending on what happens here with this free throw for Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven free throw is up and through. So Gracie makes the free throw. 3-point play for Schoenhoven, and the defenders lead 20-6. 20-6 the score. Pass tipped, and it's controlled. Wasman kick out pass. Comes back to the wing. Driving in, stopped. Getting a hand on it was Harrison. Kick out pass, left wing. Shot on the way, missed, no good. Weak side rebound, though, and an open look on a putback attempt for Brooke Gunderson. Gunderson stops the run for the defenders, stops it at 9. Dordt coming back the other way, leading by a dozen. 2:25 left to play. Bounce pass down low. It's tipped and taken by the defenders. And Drent, jump ball alternating possession. It will be Dakota State basketball. So the defenders leading 20-8. Dakota State basketball. Right-hand side, Dyer. Dyer into the paint, and we're going to have a hand check called on Harrison. That's going to be number 2 on Liv. So Harrison now with 2:10 remaining picks up her second personal foul. We'll have a Kaylee Davis sighting. She checks into the game for Harrison. Gracie Schoenhoven will also check in. Checking out will be the defenders Desta Hogendorn. Throwing the ball in, left side of the lane as we face the hoop. Wasman gets it. 3, no good. And Dakota State struggling from the arc. They are 0 for 6 at the moment. Now 0 for 7. Didn't factor that one in. Dordt basketball, right side Davis. Davis with the basketball. Davis gives it off, right side Drent. Drent's pass taken by Davis. Davis at the free throw line, back outside. And stepping on the sideline out of bounds, it will be Aubrey Burkhart. Burkhart steps on the sideline, and the defenders have now committed 6 turnovers already in this one. Like to cut that number down. Give up so many free possessions. Dakota State basketball. This is Tabor Teal. Kick out pass, 3, missed, no good. Weak side rebound, taken away by Davis, ahead to Burkhart. Burkhart with the basketball, right side Bleeker. Bleeker on the wing. Bleeker to the cutter, Drent. Drent with the right hand, count the hoop, and she is fouled. Taylor Drent with a 2-point bucket. She's got a chance now at a 3-point play, and the defenders extend the lead to 22-8 with 92 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Well, so far for Dakota State has been a story of subpar shooting from the 3-point line. They are 0 of 8 thus far. Free throw by Drent up and through, so a 3-point play for the senior from Sioux City. And coming back the other way, Dakota State basketball. Lady T's with it and trying to hedge on the screen. That was Willow Bleeker getting called for a personal. That's number 1 on her. So Willow Bleeker whistled for the personal. That's foul number 1 on her. Team foul number 3 on the defenders. Neither team in the bonus yet. Both teams have been whistled for 3 personal fouls, so they both got 1 more to give. Running start that time for Karstensen into the paint. We've got a travel violation called on Karstensen. Comes up holding her left knee. She'll be helped to her feet. And she will jog it off. Checking into the game for Dakota State is Kenzie Simmons. Checking out is Karstensen. Dordt basketball in the backcourt. Sievers token pressure by Dakota State. They throw it middle of the floor. Schoenhoven into the paint. Kick out pass Bleeker. Bleeker short corner right side. Schoenhoven gives it off to Sievers. Sievers unable to make the layup. Tried to draw some contact. Looked like she did, but no call came. Dakota State basketball with it up front. Gunderson ball taken away by Sievers. Sievers lost the ball. Picks it back up. Sievers now gives it off Burkhart. Burkhart right side. Bleeker to Drent. Bleeker. Ball screen Schoenhoven. Left elbow jumper. Missed it. No good. And the rebound cleared by Dakota State, down by 15. Here come the Lady T's. Wasmond out front to Teal. Kick out pass. Wasmond 3. Good. And Dakota State has their first made 3 of the day with under 30 to go here in the period. Shot clock is off. And we've got a foul on the play called on Caitlin Dyer. That's number 1 on her. 4 different players have 1 foul each for Dakota State. Bria Wasmond, Dyer, Watkins, and Gunderson. Next free throw, Dordt's in the bonus, but they've only got 13 seconds to do it. Sievers with it. Sievers, left side pass, Bleeker sets up. 3-pointer, left wing, short, no good. Rebound controlled by Schoenhoven in the paint. Reversal, Bleeker, floater, and they're going to wave it off. Shot came after the buzzer, so no shot attempt for the defenders. And the Dordt defenders with a 23-11 lead after 1 quarter of play. It'll be Dordt basketball when we resume play, starting the second period. We'll be back with more from the Pentagon in 1 minute.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Cruz & Cruz, PC, certified public accountants. Offices in Sioux Center and Lamars. Helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Zwart Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. Today's broadcast brought to you by Ski-Bout Window and Door, your local window experts. Whether you're building or replacing, Ski-Bout Window and Door has the products, people, and knowledge to get the job done right. See Ski-Bout and see the difference. NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
23-11, Dordt by a dozen. As we get set for the second period of play, Dordt 9 of 16 in the first quarter, 56% success. Dakota State 5 of 18, 28%. They make a couple of threes. Things look a lot different, but they started off 0 for 8, made their last three-pointer to go 1 for 9 in the first period. That's going to be tough for them to overcome. A big part of their offense is built around the three-point shot. They go high post, does Dordt to Hogendorn. Hogendorn to Harrison. Harrison tries to feed it inside, and Watkins kicks it away. It will be Dordt basketball. Dordt will have it on the sideline. Throwing it in will be Gracie Schoenhoven. Now they're going to say it's underneath on the baseline. Dordt inbounding left side of the lane as we face the hoop. Throwing it in will be Harrison. Harrison looking, still looking, throws over the top, finds Sievers. Sievers for the basketball. Sievers right side Bleeker. Bleeker looking for the post entry pass. Now Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven with it on the right wing. Schoenhoven lost it. 9 to shoot for the defenders. 8. Back outside Sievers. 5 to shoot. Macy puts it up under pressure. Right hand going left. Tough shot. Gets it to go. She's got 4. Defenders lead 25-11. Dakota State basketball. Lady T's have it. Left side it goes Wasman. Wasman driving in. Kick out pass, 3 on the way. That one's off the backboard, no good. And the rebound controlled by the defenders. Coming up with it, Sievers. Pass over the top, Harrison. Harrison in traffic. Gives it off Hogendorn. Back outside, right wing. 3 on the way for Bleeker. Offline, splash. 3-pointer by Willow Bleeker. I was commenting to someone moments ago, you know, this is a nice view from well above the floor, but it's a tough one to judge the shots on from this high up, and a blocking foul called on Macy Sievers. That's going to be number 1 on her, and team foul number 1 on the defenders in this period. That is foul number 1 for Sievers. A reminder that our pregame and postgame shows brought to you all season long by Wireless World, your Verizon authorized retailer with 7 locations in Northwest Iowa. Visit them at wirelessworld.com. Dakota State basketball. They pass it on the perimeter. Throw it to the point. Watkins. Watkins has it on the right side, guarded there by Sievers. Sievers now playing with a personal foul. Dakota State. Dordt brings the double team. They force it out of the hands of Tabor Teal, and Teal commits a foul in the backcourt. And every time Teal has put the ball on the floor, the leading scorer for Dakota State, Dordt has brought a very hard double team, and Dakota State has not adjusted accordingly up to this point. Teal, they're forcing her to make her decision quickly. Dordt with the basketball. Sievers will bring it across the half-court stripe. Macy has it. Macy gives it off to Bleeker. Hit a 3 moments ago. Kick out pass. 3 on the way. Harrison left it short, no good. And the rebound taken away by Dakota State. Dakota State off and running. Dakota State splitting the defense. Layup with the left hand, good. That was a little too easy for Ella Karstensen. Dordt leads 28-13. Dordt basketball, Sievers. Sievers brings it up the floor. Sievers has it on the right wing, driving, penetrates, kick out pass, Harrison, another 3, corner, missed it, short, no good. Gets her own rebound back, shovels it outside for Bleeker. Willow with the basketball on the left wing, 15 to shoot. Gives it off, Hogendorn. Hogendorn into the paint, threw it away. Intended for Harrison. On the reversal to the opposite wing, and Harrison was cutting to her right a little bit. Hogendorn, her pass was off to the left, and the ball ends up out of bounds. Well, after this, it's almost exclusively conference basketball for the 2 Dordt teams. Got non-conference games coming up around Christmas, but the lion's share of the contest will be in GPAC action. Shot in the paint is up and good for Ella Karstensen. She's got 6. She averages 5.7 points per game, so she is above her average already. Right-hand side goes over to Bleeker. Give it up, Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven, high post pass. Drent pass intended for Bleeker and out of the reach of Bleeker. Goes out of bounds, and Dakota State with a chance to cut into the lead, and Dordt's going to use a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. We'll be back with more from the Pentagon in 1 minute.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University.
And brought to you by Pizza Ranch, buffet, carry out, or delivery. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Northside Body Shop. When you expect the very best in the repair of your vehicle, call Northside Body Shop Limited today. Serving the Sioux Center area since 1955. 712-722-2313.
Hey Defender Nation, did you know that Dordt Athletics has over 700 student athletes that make up less than 50% of the student body? We want to invite you to join the Defender Gold Club and support those student athletes, our staff, and coaches this season. Your charitable donation helps advance Defender athletics and the Defender way. Last year, we were just shy of 900 members in the Defender Gold Club. Help us reach that 1,000-member mark this year. By becoming a member, you will directly support the student athletes and coaches here at Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders.
(28-15), the Defenders leading by 13 here in the first half. 7:10 remaining in the half, and the Defenders have been outscored to start the second period 4-3, and they've had a couple of turnovers. All totaled, they have 8 turnovers. A little bit rich for Coach Harmson, so he calls a timeout to talk things over. Bria Wasman, kick out pass, left side, and with it, Dakota State shot in the paint, no good. Dakota State Teal with it underneath, and we're going to have a reach-in foul called on the Defenders and Taylor Drent. Drent with a foul, trying to double team on the rebound, forcing the ball out of Tabor Teal's hands, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dordt, and it was also a foul call. Hines with it. Hines gives it off Watkins. Watkins, kick out pass, 3 on the way, good. 3-point basket for Dakota State and Hampton Hines, and the Defender lead is 10, 28-18. Right side pass, out front Harrison. Harrison right side, Schoenhoven on the wing. Back it goes. This is Burkhart. Burkhart in the lane with the left hand, missed it. Now Watkins with it, and we're going to have a jump ball on the play. Sierra Watkins falls to the floor. Dordt able to tie her up. It'll be Dakota State basketball. Sievers and Hogendorn will check back into the game, checking out Harrison and Schoenhoven. The Defenders dealing with some preseason injuries. Obviously, Ellie Lem, she had surgery last week. She's out for the year. And we don't have Stella Charleston back yet. Would hope maybe around Christmas she'll be back in action. We'll see. The Defenders mixing and matching and trying to get things figured out with this group. Pass goes to Watkins. Watkins gives it back. Wasman with the dribble out front. 5 to shoot. Dakota State, 3 on the way. Good. 3-point bucket for Karstensen. She's got 9. And the Defender lead is 28-21. Back the other way, Sievers. Sievers over to Burkhart. Burkhart with it. Burkhart steps into a 3, missed it, no good. Rebound Drent. Drent comes back with the right hand, shot blocked, and the rebound taken away by Teal. And Dakota State playing with a ton of confidence right now. Comes over to Wasman. It's a long game. Teal drives in, and she's going to be called for traveling. So the travel violation called against Dakota State and Tabor Teal. The Defenders with a 28-21 lead, but Dakota State has cut what was a 17-point lead at 28-11, well past in half. They've cut 10 points off of that. 3-pointer on the way, Bleeker missed it, no good. Rebound controlled by Dakota State. Dordt getting a little too quick with the 3-point shot. Settled that time. Ella Karstensen unable to reel in the long pass over the top for Dakota State, and Dordt gets it back. So Dordt will have it after the turnover. For the Defenders so far, 14 rebounds. Dakota State also with 14 rebounds. Dakota State in this period 2 of 3 from the 3-point line, while Dordt is 1 of 5. So after some early makes by by Dordt, they have cooled off significantly from the 3-point arc. Checking back into the game will be Chappell. Checking out is Tabor Teal. Throwing the ball in will be Liz Harrison. Liv Harrison throwing it in. And Liv gets it inbounded to Sievers. Under 5 to go here in the first half. Dordt leading 28-21. Sievers uses upper dribble, throws it into Hogendorn. Hogendorn backing her way in against Chappell. Puts it up, and the shot is blocked by Chappell out of bounds. It'll be Dordt basketball. Hogendorn today 0 of 2 from the floor so far. A couple of rebounds and an assist. 3 block shots for Hogendorn. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Harrison will throw it in left side of the lane as we face the hoop. Harrison looking, and Harrison throws over the top, finds Sievers. Sievers with the basketball, 6 to shoot. Sievers hesitating, nothing there. Throws it right side, 1 second remaining. Three-pointer at the horn. Willow Bleeker, good. Willow Bleeker with the three-point bucket, buries it as the shot clock expires from deep in the right wing. And we've got a foul on the play called on the defenders. That's going to go on Harrison. That's number 3 on her, so she is the first player for either team to pick up a third foul. Half of Dordt's 6 fouls have been called on Harrison, and with 4:28 left to play in the first half, Dordt leads 31-21, but they've got foul trouble. Kick out pass, 3, good. Three-point basket for Kenzie Simmons. And the defenders lead 31-24. Hogendorn with it, picks up her dribble, back to Schoenhoven, right corner Bleeker, another 3, missed it, no good. Rebound deflected, picked up by Watkins. Watkins with the basketball, Wasman picks it up, comes back left side, Simmons, shot, floater, no good. Rebound controlled by the defenders and Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven with it, spins. Schoenhoven, right side, Sievers with it on the wing, 20 to shoot. Sievers underneath, circles underneath the baseline, gives it away to Hogendorn, and Hogendorn is blocked on the play. And the rebound is taken away by Dakota State and Dyer. Wasman, shot off balance, no good. But there for the rebound and the stick back is Angeline Chappell. 31-26, defenders up 5. Schoenhoven crosses over, puts it up with the left hand, good. Gracie Schoenhoven with her first field goal of the second period. Dordt leads by 7, 33-26. Two-pointer is up, no good. Rebound controlled by Schoenhoven. On the long 2 by Chappell. Her toes were on the line when she let it go. They give it back over to Sievers. Dordt with a 7-point lead, trying to reestablish order after Dakota State had the lead down to 5. At 31-26, they throw it. Short corner, Schoenhoven missed the short jumper, left side, and the rebound is controlled. Wasman driving in against Bleeker, picks up her dribble, comes back outside, long 3, good for Chappell. Chappell with 5, and the defender lead is 33-29. So Dakota State mounting a rally after trailing 23-11 at the end of the first period. Dakota State has outscored Dordt 18-10 and trail 33-29, prompting a Dordt timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa. Life in the center of everything. Where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors. Knowing that in
we pick up play as Dakota State. There wasn't a timeout called, evidently. Dakota, and not sure what the prompted the teams going to the huddles. Bleeker is fouled on the play. Brooke Gunderson commits the foul on Macy Sievers. And for Dakota State, that is foul number 2 of this period. Dordt leads 33-29. With the basketball, this is Bleeker. Bleeker gives it up. Drent underneath Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven in traffic. Has it swatted away. Rebound controlled by Dakota State. Now coming back the other way, Sievers. Boost basketball picked up by the Lady Tees. And the Lady Tees, after the missed shot on one end, get a putback on the other. As we resume play, Dakota State with a 2-pointer on one end. Willow Bleeker answers with a 3, and the defenders are back up 5, 36-31. Dordt had a shot blocked in the paint, one of their shot attempts blocked in the paint. They give it to Tabor Teal. Teal gives it off. Now the throw into the short corner, and the ball is tapped away, intended for Brooke Gunderson, and it will be Dakota State basketball. Lady Tees have it, left wing, looking for the entry pass, and they get the ball inbounded. Comes back right side, looking underneath is Gunderson. Kick it out to the corner. Nothing there. Back over to Teal. Teal walks into the lane. Her kick-out pass. And the shot at the horn, no good. Dordt gets a defensive stop and a shot clock violation. And the defenders leading 36-31 have the basketball back. They also have the shot. They have the possession arrow. Dordt leading by 5, 36-31. With the basketball is Sievers. Macy with it up the floor. Macy Sievers will bring it up. Dakota State. I keep wanting to say Dakota Wesleyan. Shot put up by Drent, no good, blocked, and the rebound cleared by Dakota State. Dakota State with it. Teal, loose basketball, coming up with it, and we've got a foul underneath called against against Dordt. That's going to go on Gracie Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven whistled for her first, and Dakota State will go to the free throw line and shoot free throws. Dakota State with 6 blocked shots already tonight. So free throws on the way. First one is up and short, no good. That is Ella Karstensen. She is 3 of 8 this season, now 3 for 9. And a second free throw on the way with 67 seconds remaining. This one is up and hangs on the rim and falls through for Karstensen. She's got 10, and the defender lead is 36-32. 36-32, defenders by 4. Wesleyan has cut into what was a double-digit lead for much of the first 12 minutes or so. Pass goes left side Hogendorn. Hogendorn, Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven on the baseline. Back over to Burkhart. Burkhart into the paint. Gives it off Hogendorn. Hogendorn tries to thread the needle, and it's kicked away by Sierra Watkins. It'll be Dordt basketball. Dordt has it underneath the basket. 12 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Dordt leading by 4, 36-32. Throwing the ball in. They get it into Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven shakes right, drives left, down to the baseline, cut off. 6 to shoot to Hogendorn. Hogendorn long 2, no good. Rebound weak side, Watkins. Watkins has it, 39 seconds left to go. So about a 10-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Burkhart on the defense. She'll work against Bria Wassman. Dordt does not have a foul to give, and there we have a foul. That will send Dakota State to the free throw line with 26 seconds remaining in the half. Burkhart whistled for the personal. So Aubrey Burkhart whistled for her first personal foul. And free throws on the way for Bria Wassman. Wassman 1 of 1 this season, now 2 for 2. She's got another one coming. Trying to make it a 2-point game with 26 seconds left to go in the half. This one's up and off the side of the iron, no good. A rebound cleared by Sievers. Dordt will likely hold for the final shot if they can. Sievers with it across half court. 20 seconds remaining. Dakota State has fouls to give. And there's the first one, Hampton Hines commits the personal foul. Dordt will have it again. Throwing it in will be Gracie Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven gets the ball inbounded. With it out front is Sievers. Sievers, a 3-point lead for the defenders. 10 seconds remaining. They throw it underneath. Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven has it tipped away. And now the Dordt defenders force a jump ball with 5.3 seconds left to go after Dordt had turned it over. And with 5.3 seconds remaining, Dordt will get the final shot of the half in all likelihood, but Dakota State will get the first possession of the second half. Hogendorn move in the paint. Her shot hangs on the rim and falls through. Desta Hogendorn with her first basket of the day. Dordt extends the lead to 5, 38-33 on Hogendorn's first field goal of the night. 38-33, defenders by 5. You're listening to Dordt basketball on KIHK and watching the Dordt Media Network. We'll be back with more from the Pentagon in 2 minutes.
Hello, Dordt University sports fans. Hope you're enjoying the game, whether you're a family or friend of a team member or a fan of the university. These players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice, and it shows. There's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has for each game, and that's a game plan. And no matter the outcome of the game, there's tremendous value in growth in working together as a team to execute that game plan. What about you? Do you have a game plan for your financial life? Or are you so busy with everything else that life throws your way? Now, November is Long-Term Care Awareness Month. Did you know that roughly 70% of people over the age of 65 will need some long-term care services? And for those that enter a facility, the average stay is 3.2 years. There are 4 planning options for long-term care, and only one of them involves actually buying insurance. With the annual cost of care close to or over 6 figures, do you have a game plan for handling those costs or hedging that risk? For over 40 years, the planning firm here in Sioux Center has been helping households build and execute their financial game plans on all the things more important than money. I'm Tom DeYoung, president of the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media, or schedule a complimentary Discover meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. We'll help you build your financial game plan on all the things in your life more important than finances, while being a good steward of the resources God has entrusted to your care. And check out our Money Concepts Radio podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com, on your favorite podcast app, where we dive into relevant financial planning topics to bring clarity to the often confusing, ever-changing rules of the game in the financial world. Enjoy the rest of the game, and remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money. And go Defenders!
The Dordt Defenders up by 5 after leading by as many as 17, 28-11. Wesleyan from 28-11, though, went on a 10-0 run to cut it down to 7 at 28-21. Wesleyan got as close as, State got as close as 33-31. But the Defenders closed the first half on a 5-2 advantage, and they get a bucket by Desta Hogendorn to make it 38-33 at the break. The Dordt Defenders led by Gracie Schoenhoven's 15 points. She had 13 of them in the first quarter, and Dakota State did a nice job in the second period of limiting her. Willow Bleeker got free for 3 threes, though, in the second period. She's got 11 points at the half. For Dakota State, unlikely the leading scorer is Ella Karstensen, a 6-foot sophomore from Hudson. She has 10 points. And the leading scorer for Dakota State coming in, Tabor Teal, 21.3 points per game average. She's been held scoreless up to the moment. Dordt leads 38-33. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with a recap of the first half numbers. Right after this, you're listening to Dordt Basketball on KIHK and watching the Dordt Media Network. Back with more in 2 minutes.
Broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online, 712realty.com, leading you home. This broadcast brought to you by the Ullman Funeral Homes. Chad Ullman, Lori Ewell, and Taylor Van Witchell providing professional attention to every detail.
Hi, this is Alex with Outdoor Elements. We've been the region's premier landscape company for over 15 years. With our own in-house landscape designer, we create extraordinary outdoor spaces where you will make memories with family and friends. We do all types of landscaping, and we're the region's only certified pool professionals. We specialize in saltwater pools, which are easy to maintain and gentle on your skin. Check out our website at OutdoorElementsInc.com. We make your landscape as beautiful as your home. When you want the best, contact us at 712-476-5299 or email us at info@OutdoorElementsInc.com.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Dordt's program is a little bit unique in that it's entirely online, but one of the unique pieces is that for every learning module in every single class, we have a synchronous class. Students get a chance to know each other, to interact with each other, to learn from each other. That opportunity is really valued by the students that are in the program. I enjoy that. I enjoy teaching those classes and getting to know those students, but also being able to bring in different people's experiences.
The defenders lead by 5 at halftime. Let's take a look at the numbers. First of all, for Dakota State, 13 of 31 from the floor, 5 of 15 from the three-point line, including 4 of 6 from the arc in the second period. So that was a contributing factor to their comeback. 42% for the game from the field and 33% on three-pointers, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Dakota State is out rebounded Dordt 21-18. Turnovers, Dakota State has committed 12, Dordt has committed 9. For the defenders, they are 15 of 35 from the floor, 9 for 16 in the first quarter, 6 for 19 in the second quarter, translating into 15 of 35 and 43%, 4 for 10 from the arc for 40%, 4 for 4 on free throws, 100%. The defenders are led by Gracie Schoenhoven's 15 points. She also has 5 rebounds. Willa Bleeker has 11 points, 3 for 6 from the arc. She also has an assist. Macy Sievers, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. Liv Harrison, 3 points. And Desta Hogendorn with 2 points and 2 rebounds. Taylor Drent, 3-point play for her 3 points. She also has 3 rebounds. Desta Hogendorn has 3 blocked shots. For Dakota State, Karstensen has 10 points. That's Ella Karstensen. She also has 5 rebounds. Bria Wasman, Sierra Watkins, Brooke Gunderson all with 4 points. Angeline Chappell has 5 points, 3 for Hines and 3 for Simmons. Watkins has 5 rebounds, 4 for Tabor Teal, and 5 for Karstensen. 2 assists for Teal so far to go with 2 steals. Dordt leads 38-33 at halftime. Let's take another 2-minute break, and we'll be back with more at the half. Dordt leading Dakota State in women's non-conference basketball from the Pentagon. We'll be back with more in 2 minutes. Athletics this week. but there are some games with significant importance. The Defender women's soccer team is on the road to face Hastings tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. And that's for the GPAC Championship. The winner gets an automatic berth to the NAI National Championship field. If Dordt does not win, it is unlikely they would receive an at-large berth in the NAI National Championship field. Women's volleyball is on the sidelines right now as the GPAC Championship, the tournament continues. They'll play the semifinals tomorrow, and they'll play the championship on Saturday. Field for that will be announced next week. I would say right now for the women, it's going to be a long shot, but we'll hold our breath and we'll wait and find out next week if the women's volleyball team makes the national tournament field of 48. The Dordt men's cross country team earlier today found out they were not awarded an at-large berth to the NAI National Championship cross country meet in Florida. There will be 3 individuals for the Defenders running, though, in the field as they placed high enough and will be running at the NAI National Championship next week, and that'll be next Friday in Florida. The women's team, with their conference championship last weekend, earned a spot, an automatic berth in the NAI National Championship. They're rated in the top 10, have been most of the year. We'll see if they can contend for a title. It's going to be a stiff challenge at Tallahassee. Dordt women's and men's basketball on the road at Mount Marty, taking on the Lancers on Saturday. 2 o'clock start time for the women, 3:45 start time for the men. We'll join the men's game in progress in all likelihood, as the football game in Sioux City will take precedence for this one. The Defender football team facing Morningside with the Great Plains Athletic Conference title on the line. A win by the Defenders, they win it outright. A loss by the Defenders, it would be a shared championship with the Morningside Mustangs. I believe that's everything. Hockey has the weekend off. Swim is off until December as well. If I missed anything, my apologies. Let's take another 2-minute break, and we'll be back with the start of the second half of play from the Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, right after this 2-minute timeout.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973.
At American Investment and Trust, we know financial planning is a never-ending journey, and we have the right team to take you every step of the way. We understand that a solid financial framework can only be built when risks are considered. Planning for tomorrow means starting today, and once you've built a legacy, we help make sure your vision carries on to the next generation. For a comprehensive financial plan, the team at American Investment and Trust is here for you. American Investment and Trust, managing change.
How can I join Defender Forever? It's easy. Go to dordt.edu/forever and sign up. You'll not only stay connected with the Dordt community, but also support the future of Defender Nation. Start Forever now. Once you sign up, you will receive exclusive perks, brand new gear, event access, and the latest Dordt news. Be part of something special. Be part of Defender Forever.
Hey Defender Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning in to the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dordt Media Network. Go Defenders!
(38-33), the Dordt Defenders with a 5-point lead over Dakota State in non-conference basketball play. The Defenders Looks like they'll have their original starting 5 on the floor for Dakota State. Looks like they will change things up, possibly. Got Bria Wasman out there. I've identified her. Sierra Watkins, Dyer, Tabor Teal, and Simmons. So it looks like the original starting 5 for both teams. Throw it into the corner, Watkins. Dordt by 5. Dakota State with the basketball. Driving left side, Wasman. Wasman cut off, trying to get a little room to work. Gives it off to Dyer. Dyer back over to Watkins. Watkins driving in against Hogendorn. Throws it outside Wasman. Wasman 3, no good. Rebound offensive though, taken away by Watkins. Gives it back over to Wasman. Step into it, 3, shot no good. Rebound Watkins, loose basketball. It's down on the floor, picked up by Harrison, and she is tied up immediately, and Dordt will get the basketball. That is one area the defenders will likely have to get better at as the year goes along, and that is rebounding. They will not have the rebounder that they had last year, Janie Van Dong, the career leader in rebounds, and you could count on her for double digits most nights. With the basketball is Hogendorn, so the defenders will have to do it more by committee moving forward. Hogendorn into the paint, nothing there. Sievers, floater from 10, too strong, no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Hogendorn. Schoenhoven 3 from the wing, off the heel, too strong, no good. Rebound controlled by Dakota State and Wasman. Wasman on the left wing. Wasman hesitates, gets around Sievers, scoops it up with the right hand, missed it, no good. Dordt in transition. Ahead it goes Harrison. One player to beat. Harrison lays it up, no good, but she is fouled on the play. She forced the issue, took it to the rim, and got fouled by Kenzie Simmons. So Harrison will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws to open up the second half. We're a minute 15 into the second half. Dordt leads 38-33. Some other basketball happening tonight. Men's basketball, Briarcliff and York just underway. 18-10 Briarcliff. Free throw on the way by Harrison. Off the mark, no good. First miss of the day for the defenders from the free throw line. William Penn leads Northwestern midway through the first half. 28-23 in men's basketball. Harrison second free throw splashes that one through. Harrison a 71% free throw shooter coming into the game. Gives Dordt a 6-point lead, 39-33. Watkins at the free throw line. Gets around Hogendorn. Lays it up. Missed it. No good. Fight for the rebound. Taken away by Schoenhoven. Tapped away by Watkins from behind. And Watkins able to force a foul against Gracie Schoenhoven. So Gracie picks up foul number 2. The defenders have got to secure the offensive rebound. The stop isn't complete until you secure the rebound. 8:31 remaining. Now the steal by Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven dribbles it off of Hogendorn's foot, picks it back up all the way into the paint. Schoenhoven scoops it up with the left hand, missed it, no good, and the rebound taken away by Dakota State. Dakota State with the basketball, Teal. Teal with it over to Watkins. Watkins runs into it, nothing there at the free throw line, comes back over to Wasman. Wasman picks up the dribble. Watkins, 15 to shoot. Watkins into the paint. Kick out pass. 3 on the way. Wasman, 3, no good. Rebound taken away by Harrison. Here comes Dordt in transition. They shovel it off to Sievers. Good spot to get it. Sievers into the paint, circling, back in underneath. Gives it off to Harrison. Harrison layup good. Liv Harrison with a 2-point bucket. 6 points for her. 41-33. Defenders by 8. Dakota State basketball. Throw it into the corner. Quick 3. Missed, no good. Weak side rebound taken away by Sievers. Here comes Dordt trying to put the defense on skates. Ahead it goes Harrison. Layup right hand good. Liv Harrison with a 2-point bucket. And if you get the ball in the hands of Macy Sievers, she's going to look up the floor. And if you run the floor, you're going to get rewarded in all likelihood. And the defenders have opened up a 10-point lead with 7:33 left to play in the third period. We have a timeout on the floor charged to Dakota State. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
Broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Zwart Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere.
Hi, this is Alex with Outdoor Elements. We've been the region's premier landscape company for over 15 years. With our own in-house landscape designer, we create extraordinary outdoor spaces where you will make memories with family and friends. We do all types of landscaping, and we're the region's only certified pool professionals. We specialize in saltwater pools, which are easy to maintain and gentle on your skin. Check out our website at OutdoorElementsInc.com. We make your landscape as beautiful as your home. When you want the best, contact us at 712-476-5299 or email us at info@OutdoorElementsInc.com.
The defenders with a fast start here to the third quarter. A 5-0 run to start the period. They lead 43-33, and now Dakota State will try to chip away. Caitlin Dyer up the floor. She gives it off to Tabor Teal. Teal guarded there by Schoenhoven. Throws it into the corner. With it is Gunderson. Gunderson looking for the kick-out pass. Throws it into the corner, and we've got a 3 seconds in the lane violation called against Dakota State. Dordt will get the basketball back. So Dordt basketball. Sievers up the floor. Burkhart sets, fires 3 off the heel, no good, and the rebound taken away by Dakota State. Dakota State up the floor with the basketball. Dakota State into the lane is Teal. Dordt digs down on the double team, and Sievers a takedown as Tabor Teal got a hold of Macy Sievers' arm and wouldn't let go, and now the officials are going to talk about it. It did not look like that was a basketball play. Tabor Teal frustrated on the takeaway. Made sure Sievers wasn't going to get free for a fast break opportunity and just grabbed an arm and held on. Burkhart gives it up Drent. Drent back over to Sievers. Sievers with the basketball. Macy with it in between the circles. I'm afraid we're going to see a lot of that this year with teams trying to somehow limit Sievers and keep her from getting away from them. Burkhart in the paint. Kick out pass. Bleeker, 6 to shoot. Back to Burkhart. Get in there. In and out, no good, but there for the offensive rebound and the putback, Taylor Drent. Taylor Drent with 5 points, and the defenders lead 45-33. Dakota State basketball. Right-hand side, Hines. Hines into the paint. Hines gives it up. Back over to Karstensen. Shot no good, and the rebound taken away by the defenders. Long pass ahead to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven with a left hand, good. Gracie Schoenhoven with 17. The defenders lead 47-33. A 9-0 run by the defenders to start the half. Left side 3 on the way, good. Stopping the bleeding is the three-pointer by Karstensen, her second. She's got 13, and the defender lead is 47-36. Sievers comes back, left side Burkhart. Burkhart with it, the freshman from Minnesota. Gives it off Schoenhoven, back outside Burkhart. She'll try it again. 3, missed it, no good, but the foot race to the rebound, won by Schoenhoven, well out on the wing. Gives it up to Sievers. Sievers held on the play again on the cut. And Hampton Hines whistled for the personal. That's number 2 against her. Nearly wholesale changes for Dakota State. 80% of the lineup changing. Watkins will stay on the floor. Chappell is back in for Dakota State. Hampton Hines and Kenzie Simmons on the floor too. Sievers throws over the top, finds Harrison. Harrison, Durant, right side, Sievers, 15 to shoot. High post pass, Schoenhoven, free throw line jumper, good. Gracie with 19, Dordt leads 49-36. Into the front court, three-pointer answering Dakota State. It's good for Hampton Hines. Hines with 6. Dordt leads by 10, 49-39, and we've got a foul on the other end as Harrison went up for the layup, and we had a foul called against Dakota State. Was making a note for full transparency, and that's going to go against Wasman. That's number 2 on her. Harrison will shoot 2. First one up and good for Liv. Harrison with a 3 in the first half, a couple of twos, and 2 free throws now here in the second half. She's got another one coming. This one's up and good as well for Harrison. Harrison now with 10, and the defender lead is a dozen, 51-39. Hogendorn is in, Schoenhoven is out. 5:10 left to play in the third. Driving in Wasman, throws it into the corner. Sievers on the defense. Out front, Chappell. Chappell with it for the Lady T's. Back to Wasman. Wasman to Chappell. Chappell, Wasman. Wasman down to the corner. Wasman cut off there by Burkhart, and Dordt closes in on the pass into the corner. It's tapped away, and it'll be Dordt basketball. Beg your pardon, it'll be Dakota State basketball, and we have a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. 14:51 left to play in the second half. Back with more in 1 minute. This is Dordt basketball on KIHK. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
Broadcast is brought to you by RA Rentals. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for the next project? Look no further than RA Rentals, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. RA Rentals, your regional equipment rental experts. Discover more than just inventory, service, and financing for Ford models. Mao Motor Company is committed to exceptional customer service. Mao Motor on Highway 75 North in Sioux Center. Online, maomotor.com. Today's broadcast brought to you by Hague Health Center, proudly serving your local community for nearly 60 years with a commitment to healing body, mind, and spirit. Today's broadcast brought to you by Eric Rankin, a proud sponsor of Dordt University Defender Athletics. For all your investment needs, call 712-722-0618 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, SPIC. Members Cut, more than meat, where strong values, great food, and hometown spirit comes together. Stop in and taste the difference community makes. Located just south of Scooters on Highway 75.
Pass out front, taken away by Harrison after the timeout. Harrison lays it up with the right hand. Good. Liv Harrison with 12 points here in the contest. 8 of them in the second half, and now Gracie Schoenhoven's going to be called for a foul on the other end, and the defenders are going to have to navigate some foul trouble. As for Schoenhoven, that is her third. And for the defenders in this period, team foul number 2. Watkins got the shot to go, and she was fouled, so she's got a chance to cut the lead down to a dozen, and she misses everything. Wide right with that one for Watkins, and the defenders will get it on the dead ball. Sierra Watkins with 6 points. Karstensen has been the bright spot for Dakota State. She's got 13, but after that it drops off, and the players that you anticipate scoring, Watkins, Teal, and Dyer, a combined 51 points per game. They've been limited. Pass over the top, shot no good by Harrison on the short jumper, and here comes Dakota State. Dakota State, Wasman. Wasman throws it into the corner. 3 is up and good for Simmons. Simmons brings it back to a 53-44 game with 4:17 left to play in the third. Sievers up the floor, Harrison. Harrison with the right side. Underneath it goes Drent. Fires it back, Bleeker. Bleeker, high post pass, Hogendorn, 17-footer. In and out, no good. Rebound tapped and controlled by Dakota State and Watkins. Watkins with it up the floor. Karstensen. Karstensen puts it up. Shot no good, but a foul on the play on Harrison, and that's trouble. She's got her 4th. So Harrison picks up her 4th personal. And free throws on the way for Karstensen, trying to trim it down. It is a 9-point lead. Dordt moments ago up by 14. Free throw is up and good. 53-45. Pending another free throw. Karstensen now with a team-high 14. Dordt leads by 8. Second free throw is up and good. 53-46. Karstensen makes them both. She's got 15 points. Checking out of the contest will be Drent. Dordt basketball. Sievers in the backcourt. Got Schoenhoven, Bleeker, Burkhart, and Hogendorn on the floor. Burkhart with it. Left side, Schoenhoven. Back out front, Sievers. Sievers with it, right-hand side. Gets around her player, lays it up with a good right hand. Count the hoop, and she is fouled. Macy Sievers finishing with the right hand. And a chance now to extend the Dordt lead. And Macy Sievers, free throw is up and good. So Macy Sievers with 7. And the Dordt defenders back up by 10. Sievers with 9 assists, 4 steals, and 5 rebounds to go along with those 7 points now. Foul called on Sievers on the perimeter. That's number 2 on her. Don't want to get too free with the fouls. Dordt does not have a tremendous amount of depth developed at this point. Watkins gets around Hogendorn. Hogendorn blocks the shot, but Watkins, they say fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. She'll shoot 2. She's 0 for 1 so far today. She's a 60% free thrower coming into the contest. And Watkins, first one is up. That one's no good. Another one on the way for Watkins. 3:28 left to play. Second free throw is up, and that one hangs on the rim and falls through for Watkins. She's 1 for 3 now, and the defenders lead 56-47. Sievers with it in the backcourt. Comes back over to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven, 6 seconds to get it across the timeline, does so. Schoenhoven driving all the way in. Cut off. Comes back out front to Sievers. Sievers shakes right, comes back left, picks up her dribble. Looking inside, now the kick out pass. Burkhart, 3, missed it, no good. Thought that one was in, looked good out of the hand. She was backpedaling like she thought she had made it. Shot on the other end, no good by Karstensen. Rebound taken away by the defenders. Here comes Sievers. Sievers in the paint, 10 feet away. Puts it off of the glass, good. Macy Sievers with a 2-point bucket. She's got 9. And the defenders lead 58-47, under 3 to go in the third period. Driving in, this is Hines looking for the backdoor cut. Comes back out front, Watkins. Watkins puts it on the floor against Hogendorn. Throws it into the corner, and a foul on the play called on Burkhart. Aubrey Burkhart whistled for the personal. Burkhart looking for her first made basket of the day so far in 6 tries. Last 2 have looked good. Thing about being a shooter is you never know when the next one's going in, so you got to keep firing it. Dakota State basketball shooting free throws. This is Hines. Hines, first free throw, good. Another one on the way for Hines. This one's up and good as well. So Hines makes 2 free throws. She's got 8. And the defender lead is 9, 58-49, 2:33 remaining in the third period. Wish we were about another 10 minutes down the road on this one, but we aren't. Schoenhoven gets it back over to Sievers. Sievers back to the basket. 17 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Comes out front, Kaylee Davis. High post pass, Hogendorn. Comes back over to Schoenhoven, 10 to shoot. Puts it on the floor. Back over to Hogendorn. Hogendorn baseline jumper, can't get it to go. Good mid-range jumper. Normally she makes that shot. Now Dakota State three-pointer on the other end, good. Kenzie Simmons with her third 3, and the defender lead is 58-52. Schoenhoven in traffic, and she is tied up on the play. Jump ball, alternating possession. It will be Dakota State basketball. Beg your pardon, Dordt basketball. And the defenders throwing it in right side of the lane as we face the hoop. Kaylee Davis will trigger it. Davis looking, throws it. Sievers, 21 to shoot. Sievers in the traffic, and she's fouled on the play by Tabor Teal. That's number 2 on Teal. And 2 free throws on the way for Macy Sievers. So Sievers, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, and 4 steals. Checking into the game will be Drent. Checking out will be Hogendorn. The defenders tonight, 23 of 53 from the floor. First free throw by Severs is through. She's got another one coming. Double digits for Severs, averaging 16.3 points per game this year. Second free throw on the way, trying to extend it to 8, and she does. So Severs makes both free throws. The defender lead is 60-52. And Dakota State has the basketball back. Man, I hope we play Dakota Wesleyan soon. Work that out of my system. 60-52 our score. 1:40 left to play in the third. Bleeker on the defense. Man-to-man defense applied by the defenders. Comes back out to Chappell. Chappell cut off there by Drent. Back into the paint. We've got a reach-in foul called on the defenders. No, they're going to call Kaylee Davis out front instead, and that's for the defenders. They'll take that. So Kaylee Davis whistled for the personal. First free throw rattles, no good. Another one on the way for Caitlin Dyer. Dyer averaging 16.3 points per game, scoreless. There's her first point of the day. 60-53, defenders by 7. 91 seconds remaining in the third period. Severs with the basketball. Up the right sideline with it. Gets a ball screen from Drent. Floater from 10. Too strong, no good. And a foul called on the rebound against Taylor Drent. And we'll walk the other way, and I think Dakota State's in the bonus. So Taylor Drent whistled for the personal, and an opportunity to make up some ground with the clock stopped here, and 1:22 left to go in the quarter. Dordt leading 60-53. Looked like they might pull away, and Dakota State weathered that storm and have crawled back to within 7 and potentially 5 here. It's down to 6 with a made free throw. Sierra Watkins now 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Free throw on the way is up, and that one is good as well. So Watkins makes both free throws, and the defender lead is 60-55. Schoenhoven to inbound the basketball. They get it into Severs. Severs in the backcourt. Severs will bring it up against the pressure by Dyer, and Dyer commits the personal foul. And we'll shoot free throws on the other end now with Macy Severs shooting 2. Both teams in the bonus from here on out. Final 1:16 of this third period. We'll have bonus time for both teams. So 2 free throws for Macy, the senior from Storm Lake. First one rests on the rim and falls through. Another one on the way. She's 4 for 4 now. And the second free throw coming. This one's up and good. So Severs makes them both. She's 5 for 5. And the defender lead is 7, 62-55. Dordt looking for a stop here as we approach the 1 minute mark. Chappell, kick out pass, right side. Dyer, shot in the paint, no good. Rebound taken away by Severs. Severs has it, has numbers, 3-on-2. Stops, pops, 10-footer, can't get it to go, but there for the rebound, Drent. Drent shot no good on the putback, and now Dakota State with a run-out opportunity. Shot in the paint is up and good. 2-point bucket for Karstensen. Big swing that time for the defenders. Looked like they were going to get a shot in transition. Instead, Dakota Wesleyan cuts it down to a 5-point game. Goes right side, Davis. Davis out front, Severs. Severs with the basketball. 12 to shoot, 29 on the game clock. Comes back, Bleeker. Bleeker, Schoenhoven, 5 to shoot. Back to Bleeker. Bleeker, top of the key, 4 to shoot. Bleeker puts it up, and the shot is blocked out of bounds. And with 0.4 of a second on the shot clock, Dordt will be inbounding. Burkhart will inbound with 0.4 of a second on the shot clock, 15.9 on the game clock. Dordt leading by 5. And the ball deflected, and we've got a shot clock violation, and now Dordt will set up the defense, and Dakota State an opportunity to cut into the lead, and they've got the possession arrow pointing their way to start the fourth quarter. So conceivably they can close with a bucket and then have possession to start the fourth period of play. Wesleyan basketball, Dakota State basketball. Wasman with it. Wasman out front. Wasman drives in, lost. Taken away by Bleeker. 5 seconds. She's across half court. three, drives the lane with the left hand. Shot is up, no good, but she is fouled on the play. Willow Bleeker will go to the free throw line now. Reversal of fortune, 1.7 seconds left to go in the period, and now Dordt shooting to extend the lead. 2 free throws on the way for Willow. First free throw up and through. She's got 12, averaging 9.3 points per game. Dordt leads 63 to 57. Another free throw by Bleeker. That one's up and through as well. 13 for Bleeker. And the defenders lead by 8. Desperation heave at the horn. No good. Wouldn't have counted even if it had gone. It was after the buzzer. And the Dordt defenders have an 8-point lead, 65 to 57. Let's take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Dordt Basketball on KIHK and the Dordt Media Network. Back with the fourth quarter of play right after this.
Broadcast is brought to you by RA Rentals. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for the next project? Look no further than RA Rentals, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. RA Rentals, your regional equipment rental experts. Discover more than just inventory, service, and financing for Ford models. Mao Motor Company is committed to exceptional customer service. Mao Motor on Highway 75 North in Sioux Center. Online, maomotor.com. Today's broadcast brought to you by Hague Health Center, proudly serving your local community for nearly 60 years with a commitment to healing body, mind, and spirit. Today's broadcast brought to you by Eric Rankin, a proud sponsor of Dordt University Defender Athletics. For all your investment needs, call 712-722-0618 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, SPIC. Members Cut, more than meat, where strong values, great food, and hometown spirit comes together. Stop in and taste the difference community makes. Located just south of Scooters on Highway 75.
I've got to go back and amend my comment at the end of the third period. I had Dordt up by 8. They're up by 7, 64 to 57. After those 2 free throws by Bleeker, the Lady Tees with the basketball. They throw it into the corner. 3 on the way, missed, no good, and the rebound corralled by Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven with the basketball gives it off to Sievers, so Dordt gets the ball back, leading 64 to 57. It's been a while since they hit a 3 for Dordt, and the pass is behind the cutter. It's taken away by Dakota State. Dakota State with the basketball. Harrison on the defense. Harrison playing with 4 personals. She's got to be careful. Love to have her on the floor for a few minutes here in the fourth period. They pass it underneath. Give it back to Watkins. Watkins layup good. Sierra Watkins with a 2-point bucket, and the Dordt lead is 5, 64 to 59. 9:13 left to play. Driving the other way, Sievers, layup left hand good. Macy Sievers answers with a basket of her own, and the Dordt defenders maintain a 7-point lead 1 minute into the fourth period. They give it back to Watkins, kick out pass. Driving Wasmond. Wasmond kicks it back to Watkins. Watkins not a threat to shoot the 3. Comes back right side, Dyer. Dyer, kick out pass, 3, missed, no good. Fight for the basketball, it's loose, picked off by Sievers. Sievers with her 7th rebound. They get it ahead. Harrison. Schoenhoven in the paint. Throws it back out into the corner. Bleeker. Bleeker with the basketball. Left-handed dribble. Bleeker comes back over to Sievers. Sievers underneath Hogendorn. High post pass. Hogan to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven. Shot from the elbow. No good. And Dakota State will have the basketball. Coming up the floor is Wasmond. Wasmond shakes left. Comes back right. Now throws it left corner. Ball down on the floor. Bleeker forcing a tie-up as Dordt doubles down on the dribble. And Kinsey Simmons is tied up on the play with 8:10 remaining. It'll be Dordt basketball on the jump ball. So a held ball, Dordt basketball. It was Dakota State basketball to start the period, so Dordt gets it back. And they get the ball inbounded. Dordt leading by 7. Macy Sievers with it. The defenders here in the second half, 0 for 5 on threes. Sievers up the sideline, gets it ahead to Bleeker. Bleeker down to the baseline, and she is fouled on the play by Ella Karstensen. That's number 1 on her. Dakota State, the preseason number 4 team. They are a handful. They were the national runners-up a couple of years ago. Made it back to Sioux City last year. Start the year number 4 in the nation this season. Sievers into the corner. Harrison, corner, 3, good. Liv Harrison extends the lead to 10, 69-59. Back the other way, Watkins answering quickly. Sierra Watkins, 9 points in the second half, and Dakota State tips it away in transition. It'll be Dordt basketball. So Watkins with a significant number of points not being scored by Dyer and Teal. Watkins has 13. Those other two combined for 30 a game, and they have well in single digits. Got a hold called on Kenzie Simmons. Simmons whistled for foul number 2. Teal and Dyer combined are averaging 37 points a game. They've got 6. With the basketball is Harrison, Sievers, left elbow. Sievers double teamed, has her shot blocked, and here comes Dakota State. Long pass over the top, layup with the left hand, good. Back to 6, 69 to 53. It's 69-63, that is. 7:12 remaining. So back-to-back baskets by Dakota State. That one by Dyer. Sievers is fouled on the play. Foul's going to go on Sierra Watkins. That's number 2 on her. For Dakota State, they have 2 players with 3 each. They are Dyer and Teal. Everybody else has 2. They've managed to spread those 18 fouls around. Throwing the ball in will be Harrison. Harrison looking. Her pass taken away and a turnover by the defenders. And here comes State. Steal, though, by Schoenhoven as she pulls the pickpocket at the free throw line, dribbles in for the easy basket. And for Schoenhoven, that's 21 to go with 9 rebounds. Wasmond into the corner. 3 answering, yes. 3-point bucket by Dakota State and Karstensen. Karstensen with another 3. Dordt leading by 5, 71-66. Dordt just can't shake this Dakota State team with 6:29 remaining. Pass nearly picked off. Harrison hesitates, puts it up with the right hand. No good, but a foul on the play. Karstensen whistled for the personal. It's number 2 on her, and Liv Harrison will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Hogendorn checks out of the ball game. And checking in will be Taylor Drent. Dort's gone basically 2, maybe 3 deep on the bench, 2 consistently, and they utilized Kaylee Davis a little bit. Free throw for Harrison, good. For Liv, she now has 16 points in 19 minutes of play, dealing with foul trouble tonight. Second free throw is up and through. So Harrison with a couple of made free throws. Dordt still leads by 7, 73-66. 6:22 remaining in regulation. Bringing the basketball up will be Wasmond. Wasmond across half court. Trying to get around Bleeker. Cut off. The 2 old Siouxland Conference rivals back when Sibley Ocheyedan was in the Siouxland. Tabor Teal. Pass deflected. Taken back by Dakota State. Sievers tips it away, and now a foul called on Macy Sievers on the dribble drive by Dakota State. And that's foul number 3 on Sievers. And team foul number 2 against the defenders in this quarter. So Dakota State inbounding. And the ball taken out front by Teal. 6 minutes remaining. Watkins with the left hand. Tries to come back with the right. Working her way in against Drent. Puts it up. Shot no good. Good defensive stop that time by Drent. And the rebound taken away by Dordt. Sievers with it. Dordt leading by 7 with the basketball. 5:40 left to go in regulation. Sievers wants a ball screen. Throws it left side Bleeker. Bleeker with it on the wing. 15 to shoot. Bleeker picks up her dribble. Comes back left side Drent. Schoenhoven faces up. Schoenhoven underneath. Muscles it up. Good. 2-point bucket for Gracie Schoenhoven. She's got 23 and the defenders lead by 9. 75-66. 5:15. And we've got a foul on the play called on the drive by Wasmond. It's going to go against Willow Bleeker. Fortunately for the defenders, that's just foul number 3 on Bleeker. So Dordt now with 4 players with 3 each, verifying that. Bleeker, Sievers, and Schoenhoven. 4 on Harrison. Teal, kick out pass, Watkins. Might have traveled with it. Takes it in against Drent. Back over to Teal. Teal puts it up. No good, but a late whistle call. Who's it going to go on? I'm hoping Drent. It could be Schoenhoven. So Taylor Drent whistled for the personal. That's her third. So Gracie Schoenhoven doesn't pick up her fourth. 5:05 remaining. Dordt leading by 9. Kaylee Davis back into the game. Desta Hogendorn checking in. Checking out Willow Bleeker for a breather. Gracie Schoenhoven for a breather. Macy Sievers is not leaving the game right now. 15 points, 10 assists, and 7 rebounds for Sievers. 32 minutes of play. First free throw off the mark, no good. Dakota State has not helped their cause at the free throw line. They're now 10 of 17. Free throw is up, and that one is good. Tabor Teal with her first points of the day, averaging 21.3 points per game. She's got 1. Dordt leads 75-67. 5 minutes remaining in regulation. Sievers with the basketball. Gets up the right sideline. It's a jailbreak. Sievers into the front court. Dakota State retreats. Sievers circles around her 3 for the dagger. No good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Dakota State. Dakota State basketball would have been a big shot, as it is. Here comes Dakota State in transition. Nothing there. Kick out pass, right corner, and stepping on the sideline, out of bounds. Receiving it was Brooke Gunderson. You see that so often. They want to set up for the three-point shot, and they get just a little bit too wide, and she's on the sideline, out of bounds. Dordt basketball. Dordt gets it on the turnover. Timeout on the floor. Charge to Dakota State. 4:40 left to play here in regulation. We've got a media timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
Each year, more students find their place at Dordt University. Through top-ranked academics and athletics, Dordt continues to flourish and grow. But what defines Dordt goes far beyond national recognition. It's an unwavering commitment to prepare graduates to serve in a changing world. But that mission doesn't end at graduation. It continues through the work and leadership of our graduates until all is made new.
Dordt basketball after the timeout, leading 75-67 with it in the backcourt. They get it over to Schoenhoven, ahead to Hogendorn, middle of the floor. She hands it back over to Sievers. 4.5 left to go. Pass goes over to Harrison. Liv with it, comes back right side Bleeker. Bleeker high post pass, Sievers. Kick out pass, Harrison. Harrison left wing 3, got it. 3-point bucket for Liv Harrison. And the defenders extend their lead back to double digits. 4:14 left to play in the contest. Coming back the other way, Wasmond on the drive, gets around Bleeker, scoops it up with the left hand. Dordt by 9. 4 minutes remaining in regulation. Still a little bit of work to do for the defenders. With the basketball, Bleeker, Harrison, Sievers in traffic, up with the right hand, good. Macy Sievers had 4 points at halftime. She's got 17 now, 80-69. Dakota State with the basketball. Lady Tees driving in, and we've got a hand check called on Desta Hogendorn. Hogendorn, the one player on the floor that has fouls to give. Anybody else, it's significant trouble. Hogendorn picks up, I believe, her second. Double checking against our official scorekeeper, Jeff Sager, making the trip, so we thank him for that. He's our official scorer. Dordt leading by 11. 3.5 left to go in regulation. Watkins into the paint against Hogendorn. Lays it up with the left hand. Good. Dordt with an 80-71 lead. 3:28 remaining. Sievers in the backcourt. Now if you're Dakota State, you're just trying to force Dordt into a turnover and somehow slice into the difference. Clock beginning to be a enemy. Pass deflected, taken back by Macy. Macy in traffic. Her shot no good. Gets her own rebound back. Puts it up with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Rebound Hogendorn, and Hogendorn is fouled on the play. Desta will go to the free throw line with 3:04 remaining. Shooting 2 free throws will be Desta Hogendorn. Hogendorn with a couple of points today on a putback. First free throw no good. Another one on the way for Hogendorn. Can extend it to 10 with a made free throw here. Less than a 50-50 proposition so far this season. Free throw by Hogendorn off the side of the iron, no good. And Dordt with a 9-point lead. Basically status quo for the last minute. Here comes Watkins. She'll try to drive the lane. Cut off that time by Hogendorn. Dordt pretty good defense. They come back right side. Driving in. Nothing there for Hines. Hines comes back right side. Might have been a travel. Karstensen through traffic. Her layup with the right hand good. Karstensen with a 2-point bucket. Dordt leads 80-73. 2:36 remaining. So the basket by Dakota State makes it a 7-point game. Boy, Dakota Wesleyan just rolls off the tongue so easily. Comes over to Schoenhoven. Schoenhoven on the left side. Into the corner, Harrison. Harrison hit a 3 moments ago to put Dordt up double digits. Now Dordt leading by 7 with 2:20 remaining. Bleeker back to Sievers. Sievers, 12 seconds. Sievers tries to get around her player. Lays it up with the right hand, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound, and it's controlled by Dakota State. Lady T's with the basketball, Teal. Teal up the floor. Teal driving in. Kick out right side. 3, missed, no good. 2, rebound cleared by Bleeker. Dordt survives that challenge. Dordt still up by 7, 80-73. Dordt basketball, Sievers. Sievers gets a ball screen. Sievers, Schoenhoven snaps it over to Bleeker. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 1:38 on the game clock. Driving in Sievers. Sievers cut off. Sievers has it tipped away. 3.1 seconds remaining. Dordt will inbound the basketball left side of the lane as we face the hoop. 1:33 left to go in the game. 3.1 on the shot clock. And Dordt's going to utilize a timeout. Timeout on the floor with 1:33 remaining. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
At American Investment and Trust, we know financial planning is a never-ending journey, and we have the right team to take you every step of the way. We understand that a solid financial framework can only be built when risks are considered. Planning for tomorrow means starting today. And once you've built a legacy, we help make sure your vision carries on to the next generation. For a comprehensive financial plan, the team at American Investment and Trust is here for you. American Investment and Trust, managing change.
Dordt will be inbounding the basketball with Liv Harrison throwing it in left side of the lane as we face the hoop after the timeout. 3.1 seconds remaining. Pass deflected, and it's picked off by Dakota State. Loose basketball. It's down on the floor. Now a jump ball called, alternating possession. The ball pinballing around after the inbounds play. I'm not sure there was a change of possession. If there wasn't, it'll be a straight turnover and Dakota State basketball. If there was, in the estimation of the officials, it will be a jump ball and the alternating possession to Dakota State. So they'll lose the possession arrow if that is the case. So now the officials will get together and talk about it with 1:27 left to go in the game. Dordt leading 80-73. And we might have a review here. So the review coming, and the question is, was there a change of possession? With 1:27 left to play. There was 3.3 on the shot clock when Dordt inbounded. The ball got kicked around, and it will be, I think they're going to say, I'm not sure what they're going to say at this point. They haven't given us an indication of if it was a held ball or if it is a shot clock violation. Still waiting. They'll say shot clock violation on the defenders, so Dakota State will have the basketball with 89 seconds remaining, trailing 80-73. Still time for Dakota State. Wasman splits the defense, stops, and we've got a travel called on Bria Wasman. Wasman travels with it, the turnover back to the defenders. That is turnover number 22 against the Lady Tees. Sievers with the basketball up the right sideline. 3 players around her. Falls on top of the basketball, and we've got a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds.
How can I join Defender Forever? It's easy. Go to dordt.edu/forever and sign up. You'll not only stay connected with the Dordt community, but also support the future of Defender Nation. Start Forever now. Once you sign up, you will receive exclusive perks, brand new gear, event access, and the latest Dordt news. Be part of something special. Be part of Defender Forever.
The Dordt defenders with a 7-point lead, 80-73. And I commented as we went to timeout, and I said it earlier in the game, Macy Sievers is going to get her share of physical play this year, and the Dordt defenders are going to have to figure out a way to counter that. Somebody's going to have to protect her, maybe set some screens for her, remind the opponent that they're there. Sievers that time knocked to the floor. She took the brunt of that one, fell on top of the ball, called the timeout. 16 seconds on the shot clock, 1:11 on the game clock. Sievers in traffic, 10 seconds now to shoot. She'll retreat back to the perimeter, 8 to shoot. Now 7, 1 minute remaining. Sievers picks up the dribble, comes back to Harrison. Harrison, floater from 8, missed it, no good. Rebound controlled by Dakota State. Coming back the other way, Teal. Tabor Teal picks up her dribble, feeds the trailer with the basketball. This is Watkins, and we have a kick called on the defenders with 45.8 seconds remaining. 45.8 seconds remaining in regulation. Dordt by 7, so a 3-possession game at the moment. Driving in, Wasman. Wasman puts it up. Shot is good, and she is fouled on the play. That is not how you want to draw it up if you're Dordt. You want to force teams to make a perimeter shot for 3. Instead, Wasman is fouled on the play. Desta Hogendorn a little late on the rotation. Picks up her 3rd personal, and with 40.6 seconds remaining, Dakota State can cut it to 4. Wasman doesn't, though. She misses the free throw. 80-75, defenders by 5. Sievers brings it up. Sievers up to the half-court stripe. Reach-in foul called on Caitlin Dyer. And Macy will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Make both free throws. You go back up by 3 possessions. Free throw on the way for Macy is off the heel, no good. And another one on the way for Macy Sievers. For the defenders, free throws tonight, 16 of 20. Factoring in that miss. Makes that one, though, does Sievers. And now Dakota State will call the timeout to advance the basketball. 81-75, 33.3 seconds remaining after the made free throw by Sievers. She now has 18 points, flirting with her 2nd consecutive triple-double. 18 points, 8 rebounds, 11 assists, and 4 steals. We have a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. We'll keep it right here, and rather than risking missing action with just a 30-second timeout called around the conference, checking that William Penn Northwestern men's game. It is William Penn in a wild one. 15 minutes remaining, and that one is 83-81 already. They still got 15 remaining, and they've got 164 points scored between the two. Dakota State can advance the basketball. They saved up their timeouts. So now State with the basketball, trailing by 6. 33.3 seconds left. The odds are still in Dort's favor. Make Dakota State get a 2. Dakota State basketball, kick out pass, Wasman, 3, good. Bria Wasman with the 3, she's got 7. Here comes Sievers. Sievers with the basketball, fouled in the backcourt. And now the defenders will send Macy Sievers to the free throw line to try and extend the lead. 23.5 seconds remaining. Dakota State staying within striking distance. Sievers' first free throw is up and good. Another one on the way for Macy. Well, she might have missed one moments ago, but I don't know that I would choose anyone different to shoot these free throws. That one off the side of the iron, though. And now Dakota State calls for a timeout to advance the ball, trailing by 4, 82-78. So Sievers, maybe some of the minutes starting to get to the legs here. 37 minutes of play. And Dakota State calls the timeout. The Dakota State Lady Tees will advance the basketball, trailing by 4. They trail by 2 possessions, and now decision time for Coach David Moe. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. So Dordt will be playing defense. Dakota State will be throwing the ball in front of the scores table. Had our share of turnovers. Dakota State 21, Dordt 14. Dordt cut down on those in the second half. Fouls, we've had 43 combined fouls. And wouldn't you know it, just about dead even. 22-21, Dakota State with 22 fouls, Dordt with 21. The defenders have shot 23 free throws and have made 18. Dakota State 11 of 18. Dordt led in scoring by Gracie Skonovan with 23. Liv Harrison has 20. 19 for Macy Sievers. For Dakota State, 22 for Karstensen. She's 3 for 4 from the arc today. Watkins has 15 and 11 for Wasmond. I'm watching Wasmond setting up for 3, and I'm watching Watkins trying to get into the paint. 23.1 seconds remaining, so you would think a 2-possession game here. Dakota State will inbound. They're also in the bonus. Dordt has one player with 4 fouls. She is Liv Harrison. With it out front, Wasman guarded there by Burkhardt. Pass comes right side, 15 to shoot. Now Wasman. Wasman slices in off the glass, no good. Fight for the basketball. Sievers comes away with it. And the jump ball called alternating possession. It will be Dakota State basketball. So that's where that big change of possession, that shot clock violation getting called instead of a jump ball, becomes a big play. Dakota State inbounds, 10 to shoot. They get it in the paint. Short shot is good, and Dort's going to call a timeout. So it's a 2-point game with 7.6 seconds remaining. Dakota State got a bucket, and it's 82-80. And for Dakota State, I believe it was Tabor Teal getting the 2-point basket. She's got 3. And it's a 2-point game, 82-80. So timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Dordt will advance the basketball. First order of business will be inbounding and getting it in safely. Second will likely be making a couple of free throws that could conceivably ice it. 7.6 seconds remaining. If you don't do those two things, it'll get dicey here in the final moments. Dordt leading 82-80. For the defenders, My guess would be they'd like to get the ball in the hands of Macy Sievers. Now, Bill Harmson in these situations has been known to play it aggressively and get a play going to the rim. Remember a game against Briar Cliff where he did that. 7.6 seconds remaining. Not sure on the the timeout situations. Haven't been able to keep track of those closely enough. Bleeker gets the ball inbounded to Macy Seaver. She's fouled. 6.7 seconds remaining. Foul is charged on Hampton Hines, and now Sievers can as much as seal it with a couple of made free throws. 6.7 seconds remaining. Sievers' first free throw, dead center. And another one on the way for Macy. Second free throw is up, and that one's good as well. 4-point lead for the defenders, and the defenders are in the driver's seat with 6.7 seconds remaining. Dakota State will inbound after a timeout. They'll advance the ball to midcourt, and they've got 6.7 seconds remaining to try and score 4 to force overtime. We have a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds. It'll be Dakota State basketball inbounding with 6.7 seconds remaining. They need to get a quick basket and then either a turnover or commit a foul. To the hoop is Dyer. Dyer into the paint. 3 seconds remaining. Lace it up with the right hand. Dordt will now inbound with 1.6 seconds remaining, leading by 2. And we have a foul on the play called on Dakota State with 0.7 of a second remaining as they commit the foul on Macy Sievers. And Dordt will go the other way and shoot free throws. So Macy Sievers will shoot 2. Coach David Moe on the Dakota State sideline saying, okay, I don't think that my team committed a foul. Trying to reach around, and the official explaining she had 2 hands in her back pushing her. That is why I called the foul. So we have a timeout on the floor charged to the defenders. Dordt leading 84-82 after the foul call. So we have a timeout charged to the defenders. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Well, I'm going to have to figure out a way to track timeouts better than I have tonight. Dordt used a timeout there. I'm surprised they didn't use a timeout to advance the basketball with 1.6 seconds left. Instead, they inbounded underneath the basket. It appears the defenders will avert disaster, but this one is not over. 0.7 of a second remaining, and funny things happen. Taking a look at the rest of the scoreboard. Men's basketball I talked about in Orange City, William Penn and Northwestern in a wild one. 91-88 Northwestern with 11 minutes left to go in the game. Men's soccer, Concordia leads Morningside 1-0 in the GPAC Championship midway through the first half. Macy Sievers going to the free throw line to shoot 2. She makes them both, it's over. She misses 1. We have some things to be decided yet. First one is up and through. And another one on the way. 1.3 seconds on the game clock, and she makes them both. Dakota State will throw it in towards midcourt. Dordt by 4. Shot at the horn, no good. And the defenders survive for an 86-82 win over Dakota State in non-conference women's basketball play. Let's take a 3-minute break. And we will be back with the Wireless World postgame show right after this 3-minute timeout.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa. Life in the center of everything. Where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors. Knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
Hey Defender Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning into the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dordt Media Network. Go Defenders!
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973.
We are back on the Wireless World Postgame show where the Dordt Defenders come away with an 86-82 win over Dakota State in non-conference play. The Defenders led unofficially by Macy Sievers and Gracie Schoenhoven with 23 points apiece. Macy Sievers flirting with a triple-double again, 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 11 assists. We'll take a look at all of the numbers on the Wireless World Post-Game show, but first let's recap how this one turned out and how we got to the 86-82 final. Dordt never trailed. Was up 2-0. We were tied at 2. Dordt extended the lead to 11-4 at the first media timeout. 23-11 at the end of the first period. And 30